What's up, everyone? And today I'm bringing a deck profile on my Cosmos. Now, Cosmos is a very interesting deck, and honestly, it's a deck that I actually seem to perform the best with. For some reason, I just seem to do really good with this deck. And I've actually found a really kind of like cool combo. I guess it's not really a combo, but a cool little technique with this deck, which I'll get further into once I get to the spells, because that's where it really comes up. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, before we get into the deck profile, I'm still looking for more people to fill the tournament that I am actually going to be hosting. I have the links in the description to the video with more details, so I hope you'll go to that video, maybe think about joining. Now, let's get right into the video. First off, I run 3 Kozmo Tin Can. Kozmo Tin Can quick effect, you can banish this card, special summon one level 2 or higher Kozmo monster from your hand. All the Cosmos, well at least all the pilots, have that effect to where they can special summon one that's one level higher. And as a secondary effect, you pay 500 life points at the end phase, reveal 3 Cosmo cards with different names from your deck. Your opponent randomly picks 1 for you to add to your hand and send the rest to the graveyard. Next, I run 3 Kozmo Strawman. Kozmo Strawman, same as Tin Can, you can banish it to special summon level 3 or higher Kozmo monster from hand. And as an additional effect, you pay 500 life points, then target one of your banished Kozmo monsters, special summon it, but its effects are negated and destroyed during the end phase. So it's really cool getting in there for extra damage or in case you want to use it for some sort of link play. Next, I run 3 Kozmo Farm Girl. Farm Girl, during our player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon one level 4 or higher Kozmo monster from your hand, and if this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can pay 500 life points, add 1 Kozmo card from your deck to your hand. So it's a searcher. Now, the one cool thing is that they're all psychic, so they work perfectly well with emergency teleport, which on the most recent ban list actually came back to 2, so that's definitely a huge boost for this deck, and there's actually a very cool little play with emergency teleport that I will show a little bit later. I run the 1 Kozmo Dark Lady. Dark Lady, same as the rest, banished to special summon level 6 or higher, and once per turn, when an opponent monster effect has activated quick effect, you can pay 1,000 life points, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that monster. So it's a negation as well. Next, I run the 3 Slip Rider. Slip Rider has been definitely very useful, because let's say actually in one duel I actually went up against Gravekeepers and they had Necro Valley, and Necro Valley is really rough for this deck because the way the ships work, that they banish themselves from the grave when they're destroyed by Valor card effect to summon a level lower than theirs. Obviously with Necro Valley, you can't do that. But with Slip Rider, when it is normal or special summon, you can target 1 spell trap card on the field, destroy it. And if it's destroyed by battle, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 level 4 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck. And all the pilots have that effect to summon one that's 1 level or lower. Next, I run the 1 Dogfighter. Now, I might take out 1 Forerunner for another Dogfighter. That's kind of still in debate. Well, I only have the 1 Dogfighter at the moment. Dogfighter, once per turn during the standby phase, you're supposed to summon 1 Dogfighter token, and if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect is sent to the graveyard, banish it to special summon level 5 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck. Next, I run the 3 Kozmo Forerunner. Kozmo Forerunner, once per turn, during your standby phase, you can gain 1,000 life points, and same as all the other ships, banish the special summon for 1 level lower. Now, next is, in my opinion, the best card in the deck, Kozmo Dark Destroyer. Dark Destroyer is normal special summon. You can target 1 monster on the field, destroy it, and since the Kozmo pilots, their effects can activate during your opponent's turn, so literally you can bring this out during your opponent's turn and destroy and mess up their combo. Next, I run the 1 Dark Eclipser. Dark Eclipser cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects, and during the other player's turn, when a trap card is activated, you can banish 1 Cosmo monster from your graveyard. You get the activation if you do destroy it. I also run 1 Dark Magician and 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon. Now, there's actually a very interesting thing about the Dragoon engine, which I will show a little bit later, and how it works with emergency teleport. Next, I run 3 Kozmo Town. Kozmo Town, once per turn, you can target 1 of your banished Cosmo monsters, return to the hand, and if you do, lose life points equal to that monster's original level times 100. And once per turn, reveal any number of Cosmo monsters in your hand, shuffle them into the deck, and draw cards equal to the number of cards you shuffled into the deck. If this card on the field zone is destroyed by a card effect, you can add 1 Cosmo card from your deck to your hand. So this is definitely, in my opinion, one of the better field spells that I've played in several decks, because it's a search power, it can bring back a banished card, and it's a magical mallet. And let's say you open all ships, you're not really going to be able to do much. I also run the 1 Pot of Prosperity. Pause Prosperity, you can banish 3 to 6 cards of choice from your extra deck, then excavate the number you banished. Considering with Cosmos, you don't really use your extra deck too much. Most of your extra deck is just cards that are nice and good. So aside from maybe like 3 extra cards, you can probably banish every card in your extra deck and it's not going to hurt you one bit. Next, I run 3 Dark Hole. Now Cosmos, all the Cosmos ships is when they're destroyed by battle or card effects sent to the grave, you can special summon one that's a level lower. So basically, Dark Hole not only do you destroy your own opponent's monsters, but you can also trigger your own Cosmo ship's effects. Next, I run the 2 Emergency Teleport. Emergency Teleport actually came back to 2 on the last list, and you can special summon 1 level 3 or lower second monster from your hand or deck, but destroy it during the end phase of this turn. Now, the one really cool thing about this, and this is the reason why for the next, I run 2 Red Eyes Fusion. Yes, 2. Now, actually, let me explain it, because this is actually something I had an idea, and so when I took it to a tournament, it actually ended up working out pretty well. So the one really cool thing about Cosmos is that you don't really necessarily, if you have this, you don't need a normal summon at all. Basically, what you do is you just hard activate Red Eyes Fusion, set the Emergency Teleport during your opponent's turn, get out, let's say, a tin can, then use tin can as a quick effect to banish it to special summon Dark Destroyer. And that was definitely a really cool combo that actually did come up and generally performed really well. So that's a very cool little tech that I kind of noticed. I tried bumping it up to 3, but that was kind of a little too cloggy. Next, moving on to traps. I run 3 Torrential Tribute. In my opinion, one of the best traps in the game, and since they can destroy your own monsters by card effects, you literally don't take any losses with this. And I also run the 2 Cosmojo. Cosmojo, you can target 1 Cosmo monster you control, destroy it, and if you do, banish 1 card from your opponent, 1 card your opponent controls, or in their graveyard. Moving on to the extra deck, I run 1 Predaplet Verticonda, as well as an Opaloosa and access code for Link monsters, but that's really it. I run the 1 Levier Sea Dragon, the 1 Downward Magician for Zeus. Now, I don't have Zeus in the extra deck, mainly because I don't have Zeus right now. I actually sold mine because of the Megatons all low. By the time this video is out, the Megatons will probably already be out, and maybe I'll have a Zeus again? I don't know, I just didn't want to wait to record it. I run the 1 Artifact Durendal. Durendal really comes up. I also run the 1 Pleiades, just a pretty good, it bounces a card from your opponent's field to their hand. I run the 2 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Flare Metal Dragon, in my opinion, the best rank 6 monster in the game. Now for some good rank 8s, I run Hope Harbinger, 1 Hieratic Sky Dragon Overlord of Heliopolis. This is actually one I didn't even know about until I looked it up. I'm like, it's not generic and it's really good, because once per turn when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card on your field, your graveyard, and your banished cards, quick effect, you detach material from this card, negate the activation if you do destroy it. Also run 2 Dingirsu, Dingirsu is just a really good card, and of course, the Wonder Goon. So what do you think of Cosmos? Do you think it's a pretty cool deck? Do you think it's definitely got potential? I think it's definitely a deck to watch out for. So let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next video. Bye.